Enough! I've had enough!
Help me! Help!
These boggy holes must be clay pits.
Clay pits. This is where those lunatics work.
Huh. They look normal to me.
Brickmakers pretend to be normal to strangers, yet they conceal their faith. Do you know those dimwits worship fish people?
People believe in the strangest things.
Yeah, but to worship slime-covered reptiles with bulging eyes... those Vodyanoi can't even talk. You must communicate with them using objects.
Care to elaborate?
Humans communicate with fishoids by leaving objects on special altars. Each item has specific symbolic meaning and is read as an intention. The Vodyanoi answer in the same manner.
What kind of objects?
Dunno, and I don't care. You need to speak with one of the worshippers. But brickmakers don't divulge their knowledge to potential blasphemers. Enough! I've had enough!
Help me! Help! Dad! Help!
The Lords are coming.
Shove off.
Who's above the Lords?
What is this crap?
I will fall on my face into dust. The Lords approach like rising waters.
Hey,
They ascend like kings to the throne.
you want a thrashing?
I call thee from the depths. Come,
What the hell?
for I tell thee, who is above the Lords. I will fall.
Hey,
They
you want...
I call.
What the...
For I. I'm not playing that.
Oh, nothing beats meat.
I'm not playing that.
Oh, nothing beats meat. Not so fast, son. I'm old and not so high as you. I'm hungry again.
My legs hurt. Want to ask something?
I've killed the drowners.
You showed us mercy, yet I deceived you. I can offer no money, but you cannot leave unrewarded. Take this amulet. It's Kezath, the symbol of mercy.
Will do.
Wonderful. Now we prepare for the coming of the lords.
Who are these lords?
We worship them and receive the grace of those from the eternal deep.
I keep thinking of the fish people, Vodyanoi.
How dare you! Those names offend the lords. The water lords are nigh.
Let's discuss a job.
Please help. One of our children is missing. The boy has always returned quickly until now.
Perhaps the water beast ate him.
Blasphemy. The druids must have him to transform into a dryad.
All right, I'll look for the boy. I'm still looking for the missing kid.
Make haste and beware the druids.
I'll be careful.
May your roads
Only
be
fools
straight.
mock the water
Tell me
lords
about
and
the
live in
waters
the
of your
dry
fatherland.
lands. When the time comes,
Blessed be the waters that created us.
Know anything about the missing boy from your village?
Perhaps he ran away, lured by the dry, evil world to escape.
only fools
Like my brother
mock the
years ago.
lords and live in the dry lands.
The
When
day
the
is
time
nigh when we
comes,
shall sit
fish will
Kalar
consume the fools.
Nothing to do.
Enough! I've had enough! 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 Enough! I've had enough!
Three Islands, they call this place. A plant called celandine flourishes here.
You know about herbs?
Well, I'm no herbalist, but I read much in my youth. For example, 2 doses of celandine combined with nasen salts produces a bomb that instills magic fear.
Useful.
Hordes of Bloodsweegers inhabit the swamp. If you can get 2 doses of their blood, mix it with abomination lymph and echinopsis spores, you create a potion that druids call Maribor Forest.
Know any other uses for herbs?
Damnable old age. I may remember later.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough!
A cave entrance.
I've had enough!
I rarely go near that cave. It's the lair of wild dogs.
Wild dogs in the swamp?
The hounds feed on carrion, though they rarely scorn fresh meat. I heard them howl at night as they hunt in packs.
I had a bad dog experience recently. Think I'll skip visiting the cave.
A tale may change your mind. Local legend claims the tomb of a famous Vran warrior lies in the deepest parts of the cavern. Some say a vast treasure lies with him.
Treasure?
Folks tell the strangest tales, all varying, save for one point.
What's that?
All who sought the treasure vanished.
Who are the Vrans?
Were, for they're nearly extinct. Well, I know little about them, not even where they accumulated treasures.
Let's move on.
My father and grandfather baked
Oh,
bricks.
nothing beats
No doubt I
meat.
will too. Vizima grows and requires I'm glad we bricks. can't produce bricks. Recently we celebrated the birth of triplets. A good omen. Perhaps you'd settle down here. We could use a warrior for protection.
Oh, nothing beats meat.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough!
Not so fast, son. I'm old and not so high as you.
Enough! I've had enough!
There, on the other bank, stands the famous Mage's Tower. None have entered since its builder parted from this world.
Someone misplaced the key?
Well, the tower only opened when the Sephiroth were placed on the pillars of the Tree of Life, and plus the sentry guarded it.
Sephiroth and pillars?
The pillars are positioned throughout the swamp. The doors open when the Sephiroth, runic stones, are united with their corresponding pillars.
Complicated way to open a door.
Indeed, the mage was obsessed, dedicated to his passion. He wanted only those who understood to gain access. Well, I'm not sure what all the Tree of Life business means.
What was this wizard doing?
Investigating the mystery of life, seeking to animate the inanimates. He created golems, including the greatest of them, the Sentry.
What's this sentry?
One of the mage's golems, made of clay, but given the attributes of life. Those wishing to enter the tower must pass the sentry first.
You're beginning to sound like a mystic. Just the facts, please.
There are few. I know only that the sentry stands in the golem burial ground near the tower.
You seem to know a lot. Where'd you get this information?
And folk talk, I listen. Sephiroth, pillars and all.
Sephiroth and pillars?
The pillars are positioned throughout the swamp. The doors open when the Sephiroth, runic stones, are united with their corresponding pillars.
Complicated way to open a door.
Indeed, the mage was obsessed, dedicated to his passion. He wanted only those who understood to gain access. Well, I'm not sure what all the Tree of Life business means.
What was this wizard doing?
Investigating the mystery of life.
Enough. Let's go. Looks like this tower collapsed on its own. I guess the swamp's not the best place for buildings this big.
I've had enough. Enough! I've had enough! 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 Enough! I've had enough!
Odd place. Looks like these giants froze mid-motion. Must have been some time ago.